There are some things to consider when you're extending the invitation to a future prospect or lead. And you may want to ask yourselves these questions and make sure to include these in your invitation. And this is just good practice. If you're just sending these invitations, say, hey, I saw your profile on LinkedIn, I'd like to connect, you're going to miss out on that real opportunity to personalize those invitations. So my suggestion is always personalize, and you can do that by including these. If you met this person in real life, you want to tell them where you met them at. You want to put the place and the date if possible. Hey, I met you last Wednesday at this networking event. I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn. I think that we will be great referral partners down the road. Perfect little invitation. You also want to make sure you check the correct box. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize is that if you click colleague, it's going to ask you the business. If you click classmate, it's going to ask you the school. If you click friend, that's one of the only ways you can get by without having to put in an email address. If you put other, it's going to make you include the email address. And if you put I don't know Jack, you're going to just be said, hey, don't send this invitation. So this is where that group introduction feature is fantastic, but also if you don't have any other way to connect with someone, just click friend. But if you do have another way, so if you've done business or went to school with them or anything like that, make sure to check those boxes because they carry more weight when the invitation comes through. And when you want to write your little thing, so there's not very many characters there, but be honest with what you are inviting to connect with. If you're connecting a network with them, tell them that. If you're connecting because you want to see if our product may be a good fit for your services, be honest. You don't have to say, hey, I want to sell you this, but tell them, I would just love to get together to see if there's any way we can work together between our two businesses. Just be honest in what you're doing. You'll find out that honesty pays off fantastically. The last thing I'll tell you to do is keep a way to contact you in there. Some people, if they just see you, they may think, well, this may be a spam account. They're connecting with me. I don't know them. But if you include an email address or a phone number, if they are really curious, they can actually give you a call or shoot you an email before they connect with you. This is just a nice way to personalize it and to say, hey, I'm willing to let you connect with me another way, but I would love for you to do it on LinkedIn. So these are some things to think about and include when you're extending that invitation out there. My biggest piece of advice is be honest with how you're connecting and just tell them why you really want to connect. So this is how I use my invitations feature on LinkedIn, and this is how I think you should as well.